So there's an evolution that started with Midwest Monsters and then goes on to Memoirs. And Memoirs is really steeped in voodoo because at this point in my life, that's where I was identifying with and what I was steeped in. I was hanging a lot out in Haiti and had a teacher, and this was the religion of this time in my life. So I wanted to represent LEGBA as the gatekeeper at the crossroads, and I wanted to represent him in a new way, though. So in my opinion, a lot of these African gods, I think some of them are based on ETs or supernatural, whether you could call it spirits or gods, or you can call it a bunch of different things. But if you look at the Dogon tribe in Mali and in Africa, they say this explicitly, that they are visited and are in contact with people from the sky. And every religion says this, though. The Mayans said the same, the Incans said the same, the Egyptians said the same. Every religion says that they are in contact with people from the sky that do X, Y, and Z. We think they're all stupid because we think we're geniuses, but I wanted to represent that with LEGBA. So LEGBA has a really dope kind of set of face tattoos, which are all derived from that Adinkra alphabet and some cuneiform pieces. So yeah, I thought that was a cool adaptation.
It's actually an Adinkra alphabet.
Okay.
So the Dogon people of Mali, Africa, had a more accurate map of the stars than we still have today, thousands of years before we had it. So they also have this alphabet that, believe it or not, is embedded in our DNA coding. Scientists believe, even mainstream ones these days, even though that doesn't matter, that's absolutely no validation. In fact, science is a bit of a dogmatic word these days, and also a bit propagandistic. But even they are perturbed by this strange tribe. But these motherfuckers right here, they know damn well that we do not have a 2-strand DNA structure. In fact, we have a 12-strand, and it's possible for humans to even have a 24-strand because we were put here on Earth, seeded. Civilization in Darwin is completely wrong. So I'm actually doing a little bit of my own independent investigation, actually. Doesn't have anything to do with this video, but the Adinkra alphabet, the letter Z, which is how aliens identify, a lot of the more common gray aliens, what we call whatever, they're just different species, whatever. Lydia, you're going to want to roll your eyes at this.
I wasn't.
But a new discovery, I've never heard anyone talk about this. The letter Z in the Adinkra Dogon tribe is the purse that is all over Sumeria and Acadia and everything.
Yeah.
And that is like what the Greys, what they call the Greys, call each other as Z's. It's pretty.
So he's kind of the narrator and guides the show, Act 1, 2, and 3. So I wanted his character to be similar to the Beetlejuice character, where, I don't know how familiar people are with Beetlejuice, but Beetlejuice is an alien. Beetlejuice is a constellation in Orion, and
Orion, sit the fuck down. Nice fucking model.
and so there's a antagonistic relationship between the two, and he gives some really nice speeches, or a little bit of poetic kind of waxing that we work into the shows. And when we did the Bloodstock show a couple years ago, we had Kuzi playing the dictator, which was the main character in the play. And that type of thing, number one, it helps so we don't have to play that guy, but it also separates it and steps it up a little bit.
Greetings, initiates. It has been brought to my attention that amidst all the exciting goings-on and all the hoopla of the evening that I have forgotten to introduce myself. I am... You may have some trouble with my real name, but for all intents and purposes, you may call me Baba. That is what most in this realm refer to me as. I am the keeper of this gate you see before you. I believe the profane refer to it as a tree. I have heard it called Etz Chaim, Kabbalah, Yggdrasil, Home Tree, Tree of Life, Tree of Immortality, Kalpavriksha, Borsh Gali, most hilariously ignorant, the Tree of Good and Evil, or my favorite, Ashura. No matter the earthly name you animals give it, call it anything, call it everything. It is a gate, a portal, and I am Baba, the gatekeeper. I have been disturbed on this night. Yes, I was minding my own business, tending to my own selfish affairs when there was a rattling at my gate. The author of this rattling was a bastard of a rude fellow. Perhaps you've seen him mucking about. He's looking for answers, no doubt, and I must admit, if he were to have simply asked, well, I could ignore the pesky voices of another ignorant child shouting and crying down here, but the music, oh yes, the music is something I cannot resist. So I came down to the ball to have a look about, and such ugly creatures you are. Things appear quite unremarkable down here. My portal reduced to a piece of wood, littered with those strange smelling contraptions. Perceive what you can with your animal eyes, but allow me to show you what's truly possible. Allow me to show you the magic that is perceivable if one simply has eyes to see. Do you not call the bottom of the foot the sole? Ah, yes, therein lies the hint. So allow me to show you what is possible when our friend begins trying on these little soul containers. When you begin jumping timelines, sliding into densities, communing with other realms. Observe the other side of